What's up, guys? So this morning I was sitting on my porch. I was drinking a cup of coffee, watching the sunrise, and my brain started thinking about why we're so lucky to work in tech. And I would say thinking through this kind of gave me some great perspective, and we are so lucky to work in tech. And I thought of 4 different reasons why. The first reason is technology is always changing. So technology evolves so quickly, and there's always new tech coming out. So it's never boring in technology. And this tends to work really well for the way my brain's wired, and maybe yours too. So the way I function is I tend to really get into certain subjects, and this is even outside of tech. So for example, I might really get into the stock market for a little while, and then after a while I get bored. I want to do something else. I want to move on to something else. So that kind of mental makeup, I guess you can say, is I feel like it's perfect for technology, because I might work with a tech for a little bit and then I get bored. I want to move on to something else. That's okay in tech. The second thing that makes me appreciate working in tech is we're part of a tech revolution. That sounds dramatic, but just bear with me here for a second. Think about how technology is impacting the world. Think about the biggest companies in the world: Apple, Google, Cisco, Microsoft, Amazon. They have a huge, and huge would be an understatement. They have a massive impact on our world. And then there's also medium-sized and small-sized tech companies that are greatly influencing the world as well. So we might not be directly working with those products. We might be indirectly working with those products, but we're part of a tech revolution and we are impacting the world. The third thing I thought of is we're part of history. Again, I know that sounds a little dramatic, but it's true. So if we kind of zoom out and look at the big picture from a historical perspective, future generations are going to look back at this time. And they're going to say, man, there was the digital tech boom. It greatly influenced the world at that time, and it impacted the world in the future as well. They're going to look back at us. So, maybe the future generations or my great-great-grandchildren will say, hey, my great-great-grandfather, Robert, worked in the tech revolution. He was part of it. So I think it's pretty cool that we're part of history. And then the fourth thing I love about working in tech is there is a massive amount of opportunity. So for a lot of job roles, we can work remotely or we can work on site. We can work on a ton of different techs. So I could be security focused, networking focused. I could be a developer. I can be an automation engineer. I could work more with containerization and deploying applications. So I can work in a lot of different areas. And there's a lot of different types of job roles too. So I'm an instructor, but if I wanted to, I could be a support engineer. I could do design. I could do deployment. I could work in sales. I could be a manager. And not only that is you can work in any industry. So you don't have to work for a technology company exclusively. You could work in the healthcare field. You could work in the legal vertical. You could work for the government. So with technology, we have tons of opportunity. So guys, we are so lucky to work in tech. If I recap here, right? Tech is always changing. We always get to work on new things. We're part of a tech revolution, whether directly, indirectly working on the products. We're changing the world. We're part of history. And there is a massive amount of opportunity in technology. Okay. So I am incredibly thankful that I'm working in tech. And what about you? So do any of these 4 things really resonate with you when working in tech? Or do you have something else you thought of? Is there other reasons why you're thankful and grateful for working in technology? So feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. That's all I got, guys. I appreciate you. Have an awesome day. Thank you.